The year is 1945. Berlin.
The year is 1945. Berlin lies in ruins. Over the smoldering Reich Chancellery, a Soviet that won 16 fighter performs a slow victory roll against a blood-red sunset. Its engine coughs, but never stops. And this is the story of the people who built it. This is the story of engine M-88.1939, Moscow, the design bureau. The room smells of tobacco and fear. 3 men huddle around a table buried in blueprints. It's 2:30 a.m. Alexander Krayson, chief engineer, runs a finger across a schematic. This point, the connecting rod, it will fail. Beside him, young Mikhail Sokolov traces the same line. We have no time. The commission meets in 3 weeks. I know what happens if we deliver an engine that fails in the sky. Old Grigory Morozov stares at a broken rod on the workbench, snapped clean in two. Krayson looks at his team. We do it right. Or not at all. The garage attached to the bureau smells of oil. 2 young engineers argue. Dmitri waves a wrench. The failure is the bearing surface. Ilya jabs at a drawing. It's the metallurgy, the steel they gave us. We don't have a choice. We always have a choice. The door opens. Krayson stands there. Both of you come inside. We have work to do. 1940, the factory floor. 6 months later, the M-88 sits on a test stand. Men in dark overalls surround it. Krayson stands at the control panel. Ready? The starter motor whines. The engine catches with a roar that shakes the building. For 2 hours and 17 minutes, it runs perfectly. Then the connecting rod snaps. Oil sprays, black smoke pours, metal flies. The emergency shutoff. Silence. Krayson stares at the wreckage. Again, 1940, the garage workshop. The team stands around the damaged engine. Mikhail holds the broken rod to the light. We need better steel. We need a better design. Enough. Krayson takes the rod. We fix it with what we have. Change the heat treatment. Morozov, work with the foundry. Morozov nods. I'll try. Try is not enough. It's all I have. Then it will have to be enough. That night, in a dim bar, Morozov and Krayson drink vodka. 30 years, Morozov says. I've seen good men die from bad welds. And still we try. We aren't burying anyone yet. No, but we will if we don't get this right. Then we get it right. 1941, the foundry. Morozov watches molten steel pour into molds. He examines a cooled sample. The sound is clear. Good steel, same alloy. The foreman says, different heat treatment. The grain structure is finer. Make more. We have 20 engines to rebuild. 1941, the test cell. The modified engine sits on the stand. The team gathers. Do it. The engine catches steady, smooth. 1 hour, 2 hours. Krayson touches the control panel. Shut it down. This is good enough. The engine dies. The silence is the sweetest sound Krayson has ever heard. 1941, December, a frontline airfield. Snow everywhere. Temperature -30. An E-16 sits with its cowling open. A young woman, 19, a student 6 months ago, works on the engine. Her name is Katya. A pilot approaches. Victor, 37 missions? How is she? She'll fly. She always flies. When? An hour. 2 hours later, Victor climbs into the cockpit. Katya checks his harness. Come back. He nods. I always do. The engine catches. The A-16 lifts into gray overcast. Katya watches until she can no longer see it. 1942, spring. Victor's B-16 returns. Damage, smoke trailing. He looks back at the engine cowling, hold, but still there. Old Grigory pats the cowling. Живучий, suka. Tough bastard. Get it fixed. I have to go up again tomorrow. We'll fix it. We always do. That night, in a dugout lit by kerosene lamps, Katya works on the engine. Beside her, Ilya examines a cylinder head. The bearing surface is damaged. We have no parts. We'll have to machine new ones here. Katya looks at the cramped space, the limited tools. Then we machine them. We don't have a choice. They work through the night. 1943, summer, after Kursk. Victor, now a captain, stands beside his Int-16. The aircraft is a mosaic of repairs. The engine still runs. Katya is beside him. 21 now, a senior mechanic. They're giving me a new plane. They'll scrap this one. He looks at the battered machine. Seems wrong. Katya touches the cowling. It's an engine. It did its job. Now it can rest. Yeah, I guess we all deserve that someday. 1945, May. Berlin. The war is over. Victor circles his new yak over the ruined city. He performs a slow victory roll against the sunset. For a moment, he imagines he hears his old I-16. Then, the moment passes. 1945, Moscow. The design bureau, Krashin, stands at the window. The office is empty. Only Ilya remains. They're giving out medals. You should be there. Krashin turns. We built an engine that saved lives. That's enough. He straightens his jacket. Come on, let's go get our medals. 1960, Moscow, the Aviation Museum. School children stand before a restored Y-16. The guide is a woman in her late 30s. Katya, a boy raises his hand. Did you work on these during the war? She smiles. Yes, I was very young. What was it like? Cold and scary. But we did it. Because we had to, and because it was worth doing. 1965, Moscow. An apartment. Krassin sits at a table by the window. Before him, a photograph of an I-16 taking off in 1941, a polished fragment of the rod that failed in 1940, his medals. He looks at the photograph, then at the metal fragment, the weight of history in his old hands. He looks out at the Moscow sky and smiles at having done something that mattered. 1965. The sky above Moscow. Late evening. Clouds drift, tinged with orange. Faintly, the sound of a radial engine echoes, the rumble of an M-88. The clouds part. For an instant, the ghost of an I-16 passes across the sun. Then it's gone. The sky is empty. But somewhere, in the memory of those who remember, the engine still runs.